Hi, I'm Dr. Kaylin Conrad, Ph.D, CPI, CET, FAG, and today we're going to talk about Jesus and how he's from Venus. Now, you may believe that Jesus is the one and only Son of God, but that's only because you're ignorant. Enlightened people know that he is an extraterrestrial intelligence from the planet Venus, and I have proof. 2025-ish years ago, a star shone over a stable in Bethlehem or something. But that wasn't God showing three assholes with a bag of presents their way to the new Messiah, obviously. It was clearly a spacecraft from the planet Saturn, having just dropped off their neighbor on Earth. You can tell it was a spacecraft and not a star, because if a star was hovering directly above a stable, the Earth would have been destroyed by it. Oh, it's simple science. Now, it's obvious Jesus was magic, but that wasn't because his daddy made him magic. It's because he practiced yoga so that he could work miracles. He could walk on water, but anyone can walk on water when they're enlightened enough. For example, Jesus. Upon his crucifixion, Jesus returned to Venus, where he chilled with his friends Buddha and the Prophet Muhammad until the mid-1900s, and then decided to, once again, help on Earth through his new emissary and the star of today's episode, His Eminence Sir George of England King O.S.P, Ph.D, Th.D, D.D, the Metropolitan Archbishop of the Aetherius Churches. But you can just call him George King, self-important do-no-gooder, alien mouthpiece, and cult leader. Welcome back to the Respect the welcome back to the Respect the Dead, the podcast where we don't
sweaty. It's no surprise that everybody celebrated your demise, and now worms are eating your eyes. So don't you worry your rotten head as you sleep in your sodden bed. It's time to respect the dead. It's time to respect the dead. It's time to respect the dead.
It all sounds true. I perform miracles using yoga. I do a lot of yoga and I can perform miracles.
I believe you.
I can make a whole lot of people mad at me simply by logging on to twitter.com and typing out a little tweet.
See,
that's kind of a miracle.
I think that is the only miracle I've heard of that actually feels like a miracle.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you can walk on water, so I can walk on land.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not like other girls.
I can make a bunch of people who've never met me mad at specifically me. That is a miracle.
Yeah. Think about it. She hasn't. Do you know George King?
No, this sounds like you made it up.
Do you know the Aetherius Society?
No.
Okay, well, let's get a photo of Georgie. Okay, yeah. Let's go with this one. This is Sir George King.
His arms are very long.
I know, it's freaky.
He actually looks a little bit like somebody I dated.
Sir Dr. George King. Okay, so George King was born on January 23rd, 1919 in Wellington, Shropshire, which is such a horrible name for a place, to parents George and Mary King. As a young man, he was a Quaker, but his mother was reportedly gifted with psychic abilities, and the entire family apparently possessed strong occult interests. His father, who shared the same name, worked as a school teacher, while his mother, Mary, oh my God.
Mother Mary.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Mary was employed as a nurse who later ran her own small business. The family moved several times as his father pursued better teaching positions, eventually spending time in North Yorkshire. At 18 years old in 1937, he departed his family residence and relocated to London. So a great time to go to London, I will say.
1946?
1937.
Oh, 37.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, the best time. I was going to say 46. Yeah, you fucking dodged a bullet. 1937, you did not.
No. Mm-hmm. During World War II, his pacifist beliefs led him to register as a conscientious objector, so he fulfilled his wartime service by working with the Auxiliary Fire Service.
Okay.
Which is fine. You're putting out fires. Yeah. They're dropping bombs. Yeah. You're putting out fires.
You're still
That's
helping
fine.
The war effort.
Yeah.
And like probably like one of the only wars that it's like ethical to help the war effort.
I'm sorry, but being a conscientious objector during World War II is so funny.
It's a little sus. It is a little sus.
I'm like, just say, like, tell me you're a Nazi
like
without saying you're a Nazi. Following the war, he found employment as both a driver for hire and a security guard. During his younger years, he immersed himself in various spiritual and philosophical studies, including theosophy, spiritualism, anthroposophy.
Anthroposophy?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
What the hell?
And Rosicrucianism and yoga. Comment
What's
section,
that?
please tell me what the last two of those last three were.
I've never heard of that before.
No, I've never heard of that before.
I've never heard of that before.
King dedicated himself extensively to meditation and yoga. He spent a decade studying yoga, practicing up to 12 hours daily until he achieved what he considered mastery of earthly knowledge.
Okay, again, I do yoga, and anybody who gets like really into yoga is like, you gotta watch out for them. People who like do like 12 hours of it a day, like you gotta look out for them.
Yeah.
They are either going to become a cult leader or a cult leader.
Yeah.
Like,
it just depends on the kind of cult. King was actively involved in spiritual healing practices and participated in various theosophically oriented metaphysical groups in London, which occupied a fringe position within London's religious landscape during that period. So it's like everybody was like, back then everybody was like playing around, like doing like table
doing
tippings
silly
and
little cult stuff.
Yeah. King would later say, and this is where the real cult stuff starts. Half the time I don't care about their early lives. When I'm like, oh, here's this cult leader. Here's the
Unless
first
it's
like 20 years of
interesting.
their lives. And
Yeah.
it's just like, well, he was born a child and then grew up.
But some of them
is
do
now
some
older.
real freak stuff when
Yeah, I know.
they're children. So we have to do our due diligence. And
Oh yeah,
look into
Manson
it.
was wild as a baby.
Yeah. Like there is no way he wasn't going to grow up to be Charles Manson.
Yeah.
It's like this is how you create a cult leader and killer.
Yeah. King would later say that on May 8th, 1954, while residing in a modest bedsit at 18 Clifton Gardens in London.
So British. Only British people describe something as a modest bed.
I know, go to hell.
You're staying in an Airbnb. Calm down.
So while residing there, out of nowhere, a loud voice belonging to someone named Master Aetherius out of nowhere yells through King's own voice,
Prepare yourself. You are to become the voice of interplanetary parliament.
I'd have been so annoyed if I was also staying in that bedsit and I was
Oh
trying
my
to
God,
sleep.
right?
This man just like screaming in his room.
Aetherius, shut up! 1 week later, King claimed an unnamed but allegedly renowned Swami entered his locked apartment. This figure was later identified as Swami Sivananda. I will say, his proof for this was he walked right through the door like a ghost.
So, wait, how old is he at this point?
It is 1954, and he was...
Okay, so too old. Because usually, like, schizophrenia
He was
starts to present itself around,
He was like 34.
20, yeah, a little too old. I was about to say, usually schizophrenia starts to present itself around, like, 22, 23.
I'm like, I didn't see
And
any...
I was like, he's having, like, visual hallucinations. Like...
Yeah, but they didn't have carbon monoxide detectors back then. Everything was made out of lead. Like...
Yeah, you don't need schizophrenia to have visual hallucinations if you're living in the 50s.
Yeah. This figure allegedly taught King exercises to allow him to connect with the cosmic masters, who would soon use King as the primary terrestrial mental channel. King maintained that this training enabled him to receive telepathic communications from Venus, beginning with messages from a cosmic master called Aetherius. He rented space at Caxton Hall in London, where he conducted channeling sessions and documented the received messages. So basically, he would record himself talking absolute shit. Just like wild shit. And then being like, oh yeah, these are recordings from Master Aetherius.
I know this man was fasting. He was fasting and doing a bunch of
absolutely.
yoga. Like, this is the kind of insanity that you get if you get like super into wellness and eating disorders. Like,
I've always said there's nothing more dangerous than wellness.
it's so true.
Look what happens. He started a cult. This is what stretching does, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never stretch and why I'm always disabled. Hi, Goose.
What are you looking at? You coming up here?
You're on the world's most podcast.
The world's most podcast.
So King stated that the Swami directed him to establish a group focused on planetary assistance and provided additional instruction in yoga, prayer, meditation techniques. And he founded the Aetherius Society on August 2nd, 1956. So basically, he heard the voice, started recording all these like little messages and they're on like I don't know what they're called, but on those like huge reels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And has like, I think there's like hundreds and hundreds of hours of these recordings. Absolutely unhinged.
Was his family wealthy? What did he do? Like he just drove. Like, did he not get fired from his job?
I think he probably just did this at night.
Just didn't sleep.
Oh, if he was like meditating for 12 hours a day? Well, here's the thing. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but we have no reason to believe that his autobiographical little tidbits are correct. Just like all the cult leaders.
Just exaggerating a lot of stuff.
Men love
to lie.
They
oh my God.
love to lie.
So he did
like
this...
L. Ron Hubbard when he was like,
right.
Indian medicine man taught me taught me levitation on top of his teepee.
I believe that he did this for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. 20 minutes.
Twice in a week, 1 week.
20 minutes to 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
And maybe that's 21 minutes every day. Still correct. But I mean...
And he did it for a week. They always say, like, I did it for 6 months straight. And it was like, so it was...
Is this the
4
face of a man who would lie? Yes. His little face, the way he's looking. Very uncomfortable. Yeah.
I would not want him in a yoga class with me because I feel like he'd be
the
doing
way he'd be looking over
and I'd be
at
like,
you.
keep your eyes on your own mat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't support him. I don't support any of that. So let's get into what the Aetherius Society is. Because I always find the cult episodes are most interesting when you actually get into the weird shit they believe.
Yeah.
But let's do it after a little break.
Give me the tea. Okay.
Oh
my God,
yoga.
break for tea.
Yeah, we're going to have a tea break.
Yoga tea.
And we want an ad for a delicious yoga tea. Okay, I'm assuming we're back. So, what is the Aetherius Society? Well, let's ask their website. The Aetherius Society was started in 1955 by Master of Yoga, Dr. George King. And I will say, his doctorate does not exist.
Oh, so it's less valid than yours.
Absolutely.
Dr.
See this?
Galen Conrad.
You didn't have one of these?
You paid and you went to class.
That is...
And by class, I mean your computer.
Well, yeah.
It's home learning.
It was a pandemic.
We're still in a pandemic. You can't force me to go to school.
The Aetherius Society was started in 1955 by Master of Yoga Dr. George King to spread and act upon unique cosmic teachings given to Earth by highly evolved alien intelligences we refer to as cosmic masters. Our purpose is to help as many people as possible to prepare themselves for the coming new age. We do this mainly by radiating spiritual energy to improve world karma and raise global consciousness, often in direct cooperation with the cosmic masters. King Yoga is your opportunity to discover life-changing wisdom from other planets, ancient yogic practices that will help you realize your inner potential, and most of all, powerful ways to uplift our world. They don't do any of that. Logical thought is essential, but it cannot fully reveal to you the universal oneness of divine spirit, which is true. But not in the way
cannot,
they mean.
Yeah.
For that, you have to go within and develop your own powers of intuitive realization. The spiritual practices taught by Dr. George King are extremely powerful, but also very balanced. They will change you from the inside out so that you begin to experience a rise in consciousness. Means nothing.
No.
What is a rise in consciousness?
It's jargon.
Get woke.
Yeah.
Like I'm more awake than I've ever been. I've
My
never been
third
more conscious.
eye is open.
Yeah. You can realize your own divine potential, psychic powers, intuition, more potent spiritual healing abilities, and most of all, wisdom. I'd actually think the most exciting of all those is the psychic powers, not just like being smarter.
Did any of them have psychic powers?
No. You can help raise global consciousness and improve world karma by cooperating directly with the cosmic masters in the Aetherius Society's cosmic missions. In short, you can literally help save the world and open the door to enlightenment. It's like I always say, as Mars Sector 6, a cosmic master, speaking through the trance mediumship of Dr. George King said, the greatest yoga is service. The greatest religion is service. The greatest act The greatest act is that act done in service. Serve, and you will become enlightened.
Okay.
Serve, and you will be practicing true selfless love.
So what are they, like, going to the soup kitchen, helping people?
Have you ever heard of a battery?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of psychic energy?
Yes.
Okay. Put a pin in both of those things, and we'll get back to that in a second.
Okay.
Because that's all they're doing.
Charging a battery with their psychic energy?
Mm-hmm.
And that's serving who?
Oh, we'll get to how the energy is used,
Okay.
because you'd probably be dead without it. According to them.
Okay.
Serving others, practicing love, that's what they claim they're doing. That's the whole thing. Serving and saving the world. And they're doing it using the teachings of, and I quote, His Eminence Sir George King, O.S.P, Ph.D, Th.D, Dd, Metropolitan Archbishop of the Aetherius Churches. First, let's talk about that title. American radio host Long John Nebel had King as a guest on his show and later wrote, George King of England is what he calls himself. And you can't be sure whether he's pausing after George or after King. But it doesn't really matter because after about 3 minutes, you get the idea strong and clear. He really did feel like he was George,
That's
King of England.
That's such a bitchy,
I know.
bitchy little editorial there. Bit
Which
of
is like
editorializing.
always my fave
Yeah.
when somebody shades someone in like a article or a journal.
Right.
It's just like subtle, but like a brick.
George, King of England.
In public, the Aetherius Society currently recognizes King's doctor title while having discontinued most other honorific claims, including Sir.
They got a cease and desist from the king, from the actual king.
Yeah, and from doctors.
They're like, please stop.
They're like, okay, we'll give everything up at the doctor because it makes it sound smart. But still, the organization has not provided documentation regarding the source of King's doctorate, despite maintaining detailed archives of his other work. But according to David Barrett's Brief Guide to Secret Religions, King obtained his doctorate from the International Theological Seminary of California, often described as an unaccredited decree mill. So like...
Yeah, like University of Phoenix. Or the Institute of Metaphysical Humanistic Science.
Did you remember that or did you just read it?
I just read it.
Okay. I'm like, oh, damn. Even I don't know the name. People are like, oh, where did you get your degree from? I'm like, go school.
Go school. He's having the best time.
Angus, he's loving it.
He's like, yes, scratch my ass. Scratch my ass harder.
He's nasty.
He's lifting it in the air.
Put it down. You're on camera.
Have you no shame?
A shame is a gorgeous name for a daughter.
Shame.
Yeah. An earlier Wikipedia entry that's no longer there suggested that the title came from spiritual sources rather than earthly academic institutions, as in the aliens gave him a Ph.D. Which, listen, it sounds kind of crazy, but it happened to me
What
too.
higher authority is there than aliens?
The Sir he used might imply that he had been knighted, something that apparently still happens for whatever reason, and people like Elton John are included in that. So I assume it no longer has anything to do with like dragons now that they're extinct. But he was kind of knighted because in 1970, a man calling himself His Royal and Imperial Highness, operating out of an apartment covered in marble wallpaper, would bang a gong and tell you were a knight if you paid him $30,000.
Daddy Annie's gonna bang a gong until I'm a knight.
Yeah. This man and
Daddy Annie.
Yeah. This man and two of his associates would later be convicted of fraud. As you can imagine.
Yeah. This would not, like, you would not be convicted in the great old United States of America.
Mm-mm.
Like, it'd be like, they paid for it.
Yeah.
They got what they paid for.
It's called commerce. Look it up. These are my daughters, Shame and Commerce.
Shame and Commerce.
My two American
twins.
daughters. King also boasted other honorary titles, including Prince Grand Master of the Mystical Order of St. Peter, HRH Prince George King de Santori, and Knight of Malta. Certificates of these various degrees and titles are displayed at the Society's Temple in Hollywood, California. They seem kind of printed at home.
I can go look at them.
Oh my God, you have to.
If I have to go to the society. I don't want to see him there, though. Oh, wait, he's on this podcast. He's dead.
Yeah, he's super dead. King is also referred to by the Society as an author, inventor, metaphysician, occultist, prophet, psychic, spiritual leader, spiritual healer, teacher, yogi, and Aquarian master.
How can you be so prolific if you spend 12 hours a day meditating? Like, you're not doing anything else.
Where has he been?
On a different plane, maybe?
Right.
Does he meditate and go to the other plane where he reads books and shit?
Yeah. The Aetherius Society claims King won the Prize of Peace and Justice from the International Union of Christian Chivalry. The Society notes that previous recipients of this prize include Albert Einstein and Mother Teresa, one of which is a friend of the pod. Look her up. This group does not appear to exist. Only one other person in a Google search claims membership with this union, and he's also a member of the Aetherius Society.
Okay, so they created a union that they gave prizes to Albert Einstein, Mother Teresa, and Pervy McPretzel Legs over here.
He sounds pretty impressive, right? Like all these titles.
Yeah, I have to wonder where he finds the time. I'm tired just hearing about him. Yeah,
and it makes sense that the Cosmic Masters would go to somebody who's so like prolific and accomplished.
I really want to, like, I'm going to put him like this.
That's better.
I don't want to look at him anymore.
So Jesus, who lives on Venus now, had a lot to say to George and to us through George. And he did it in a very weird intonation that George himself did not speak in. And thankfully, the Aetherius Society has a video for us that will let us hear Jesus himself. It's called Hear Jesus Speak. Yes, the real Jesus. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. Okay, George King did not speak like this, but he did when he was in his trance.
Okay.
So every one of these like trance people speaks like this through him, and then his members start to pick up this intonation.
No.
So everybody speaks like a little freak.
Do not let the fools of your world limit your concept.
Limit my concept?
Do not let them limit your thought. Do not let them limit your visualization. Do not let them limit your soul. But think upon these things.
I don't like being edged like that. He's like, but think upon these things. So annoying. I also love Hear Jesus Speak. Yes, the real Jesus. Posted 6 years ago, 912 views.
That's rough.
I'm sorry.
If
you post a YouTube video and you have under 1,000 views after 6 years, it's time to pack it in.
Yeah.
It's time to go home.
Sounds like they did. Are they still posting?
The society still exists and they still post shit and do stuff. So Jesus spoke through George. Oh my God, I know, right?
I'll do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
I'll do it for $100,000 a year, and that's a steal.
Yeah. So Jesus spoke through George, as did Buddha and Muhammad, but most of it was how to improve and save the earth, and that's the like hook he used to get people to join the society. Like,
okay,
you're joining because we are going to save the earth.
Okay,
and we're going to get into
it's a good way to recruit.
Yeah, it'd be great if you like recycled.
Get in, loser. We're saving the earth.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that after a little break.
Okay.
Earth, soil, sod. Add for sod. Add for earth. Add for service. Okay, so I will say this is a cult, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not as harmful as a lot of the other ones.
Just some weirdos.
Like, I feel like it's not direct harm. I feel like they're totally legit about the fact that they just want to help people. Service is their whole watchword. As the alien Mars Sector 6 told them, there are no words greater to describe the wonder of service, and no words can describe the crime of selfishness. Know this. Whether you like it or not does not matter. It is the truth. I, Mars, do declare it as such. If you believe it not today, terrestrial man, then you will know it in your morrow. What is service but love in practical action? Service is the result of applied spiritual logic. It is the lasting flower in the garden of enlightenment. And this is my favorite. Service is the jewel in the rock of attainment.
It's the jewel in the rock.
Of attainment.
Of attainment. What does that mean?
I don't know. What in the chat GPT is...
Wait. Okay, I get the jewel in the rock. You break the rock open, it's got a jewel in it. Of attainment. Like, service is like... You attain the jewel through service? I feel like...
know. I couldn't figure it out. I sat there staring at it, like blinking. Like, service is the jewel in the rock of attainment.
Service is the jewel in the rock of attainment.
What are you attaining? Attainment feels
Service.
really vague.
But it's... Yeah, because, like... I feel like service is how you get the jewel of attainment. It feels like the wrong way around, right? The metaphor that they're trying to go for.
It feels backwards, yeah.
Feels backwards.
Well, because he was sitting there like for 5 hours recording himself being like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like literal slop.
Using
like,
sloppy buzzwords.
Yeah.
SEO.
This is human slop. The original slop.
Human slop.
Anyway, that's why they all want to save the world, and we'll get into the problematic parts of that in a sec, but let's first talk about how they're saving the planet so we can properly thank them. The first thing was Operation Starlight.
Aww.
This operation was directed to King in 1958 and took 3 years to complete.
Operation Starlight, by the way, sounds like a Christmas movie where like Santa and Rudolph have to like save Christmas together.
They have to save the North Star so that...
Operation Starlight. So that
Wait,
he can find his way back to the North
weird
Pole.
Elon?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Did they have to save the North Star?
Yeah.
With like Rudolph?
Was it called Operation Starlight?
I don't know, but we need to go back.
Is that where AI got it from? I hid that video because I don't want to get yelled at.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So King was commanded in Operation Starlight to climb 18 mountain peaks. Mountain's a very strong word. So he could act as a channel to charge these
18
peaks.
small hills.
Yeah. These mountains are now free for all to climb and send out their energies. There's 19 holy mountains, 17 of which were charged by George King. Coincidentally, most of these magic mountains were close to his home and like super easy, like not steep hikes.
Just
they're
hills.
like up a hill. Yeah. And like, I'm sorry, I find it so funny. Like looking around and being like, I need to charge these sacred mountains.
Someone to walk up them?
I was sent by... Well, he walks up them and then he does yoga. And he charges them.
That's how you charge it.
But being like...
I mean, it's really no different from like grabbing like a crystal and like whispering to it.
No, it's just like a big crystal.
I mean? Yeah, it's a
the
big
rock.
crystal. And yoga is like a big whisper.
Yeah. And like going up there, like looking around and being like, which hills are it? Which one of these is my magic? This one is a magic mountain. That one looks great. And then out of...
No.
Oh, that one's
that's another
perfect.
one. Yeah.
Like, honestly, very relatable.
Wait, quick. Google, how tall is my nearest peak? Okay, how tall is my nearest hill?
And then the next one. So now we have all these magic little mountains. Mm-hmm. The next operation is Operation Sunbeam.
Cute. They have such cute
I know.
names for their operations. I gotta respect that too.
So there's 2 Operation Sunbeams in history. The first of which was run by the American government. And that was exploding 4 nuclear bombs in the Nevada desert.
God, I hate my government so much. Operation Sunbeam, like what a cute little name.
Yeah. And then it's like 4 nuclear bombs. With, like follows spreading across
like
the
Indiana
states.
Jones hiding in a fucking fridge.
So King had been warned by the aliens that nuclear power should not be used and would be a weapon, and it was going to destroy the planet.
Okay.
According to the Aetherius Society...
He's right.
Yeah. Quote, these tests were an act of black magic, a horrendous act with a horrendous motive, testing of a foul, vicious weapon designed to kill a large number of people in a brutal manner. They were performed with immense financial backing of the U.S. government and the vast resources of its military. They were reported around the world. They were front page news and the leading story in major papers. Even though these detonations took place for testing purposes, they still caused pain and suffering as the fallout from nuclear tests has been linked to cancer. Which, fair,
I can't fault him here.
No,
he's absolutely right.
So I'll jump ahead for a second. If people are wondering, like, why is this guy bad? I mean, one, starting a cult, bad.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Straight up, that's bad. Don't do that.
Just like, and if you start a club and you fear your club might be getting a little cult-like, just pump the brakes a little bit. Put in some checks and balances.
Encourage people to go spend time with their family at home.
Yeah. Don't like organize behind one charismatic leader. You know, have like a little bit of a board situation.
Yeah. The thing that really bothers me about this, though, is there are so many people who felt compelled to do good in the world and make a positive change. And all of their energy is being expended in this weird little cult in their temple.
Right.
Not
actually
like what you mentioned at the beginning. Your first thing was like, so I assume they're like at soup kitchens.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they're doing Operation Sunbeam.
Which now, if I had an operation called Operation Sunbeam, I'd be like one of those like asshole sunners. You know those? The people who like sun their assholes.
Yeah.
Like, this is Operation Sunbeam.
That's cute. In 1966, King devised a second Operation Sunbeam to counteract this harm. Basically, the Aetherius Society would send spiritual energy into psychic centers of the earth to heal and replenish her. King said, "In the beginning, I recognized Operation Sunbeam as an ecological tool which would gradually, but nonetheless surely, start to manipulate the heavy negative karma which the masses had brought onto their soldiers by the unappreciative and thoughtless rape of a green, beautiful, and holy planet."
I mean, again, like your motives are so pure.
He's not wrong, but
your
like,
motives are so pure, but what the fuck are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Okay, related. This is why leftists posting online, you are not actually doing anything good. Your heart is in the right place, but posting is not activism. Yeah. Yoga is not activism.
Go outside is activism. Yeah. Help people in your community is activism.
Yeah, like
podcasting is activism.
He has the heart of a poster. He has the heart of an activist, where he cares about all the right things.
100% be in ChatGPT psychosis if he was alive today.
Oh my God. Like, his heart is in the right place. His mind is maybe not in the right place. It's in a place.
Well, I think his heart and mind are in the right place.
He's just like,
buried.
He's just wasting time.
In the dirt.
Buried in the dirt. Now they are.
You might be surprised to know that this operation gained intense publicity and had far-reaching effects almost immediately. And if you were surprised, I wouldn't blame you, because none of those effects or the publicity about it happened like on this planet.
Oh, so he was big news on another planet.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm like super famous on another planet.
On all the other planets.
Do you know who you're talking to? I'm like super famous in like 12 solar systems.
Do you know who you're talking to? Because you don't. Okay, this was crazy.
She's so loud. She's so loud.
Do you want me to get you a plastic straw?
Eventually, but you don't have to right now. Leave it all in.
People
editing Kaylin, leave it all in. It sounds so beautiful.
I know. It's like
tink, tink,
it's
tink,
like
tink.
Those little like glass.
Oh yeah. Like the singing bowls.
Yeah.
Speaking of yoga, a lot of those in
Speaking
yoga.
of nonsense.
Speaking of nonsense. Oh, it sounds so great though.
People on other planets found out about Operation Sunbeam 2.
Do they lose their minds?
Was it Sunbeam?
Yeah,
Sunbeam. Operation Sunbeam again. And they lost their shit. They were like, oh my God, if those disgusting, filthy little apes can do something so beautiful and loving, then maybe we can too. And the message spread. God. So everybody is now saving their dying planets.
Every planet except for ours?
No, ours is fixed.
Oh, right.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little head. They're on it.
So all that horrible stuff happening, it's going to come to an end soon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
The process has started.
Yes,
the chain has started.
Aliens around the universe cheered on George King as a genius. And we know this because they told us this through George King. As again, he's the only one who can speak to them.
Right. He was like, they said I'm awesome.
Okay, this like could easily be a Layface song. I would in like a croony little bit.
Mouth!
From the Aetherius Society. Throughout the galaxy, people living on other planets were inspired to perform their own version of this cosmic mission upon their own worlds, and thus help their own people and the hundreds of planets upon whom they resided. One man's idea on Earth had consequences that rippled throughout the galaxy.
Oh my God, you got to be careful though, because like when your charitable organization franchises, there's like a lot more overhead and like a lot more room for abuse. Like it's
People could be out there ordering cheese pizza and you don't even know it. Then you're gonna have to answer for them.
Yeah, exactly.
The advanced beings living on other planets in our solar system have monitored events on Earth throughout our history. They monitored our nuclear tests, concerned about the negative impact they would have. Dr. King's Operation Sunbeam was also closely watched by extraterrestrials, but not out of concern. They observed it because it was an inspiring achievement. Even though this Operation Sunbeam received little media coverage on Earth, it was reported in far higher and more illustrious places elsewhere in the galaxy. Master Aetherius himself even commented on it through George King. This is, of course, very wonderful. This shows that despite the savagery of a race, initially, that race is still divine. Despite the testing of murder bombs, allegedly for peace purposes, a few individuals are reaching inward to break the veil around the lights of their divinity.
I don't like the way he refers to us as savages.
Didn't we just heal the fucking planet, bitch?
Like,
why don't you get off my neck?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I love that they have like all these alien races have like the power to like observe us all the time, but they don't have the technology or the power to think of like magical thinking. Like they're like, this is amazing.
Why didn't we think of this? Oh, because we can't think. Only observe.
Only observe.
As I have told you so many times before, you do not know exactly what you are doing when you do this. You do what? Oh, when you break your divinity. You break through yourself, through the veil, to the light of your divinity.
You yoga so hard.
Yeah. Yoga so hard into the sun.
Yeah.
It happened to my friend Icarus.
Beautiful name. Beautiful name for a dead son.
Look at what has happened now. A few of you decided to accept Operation Sunbeam, having no idea that your action would even be an inspiration to the other worlds. But I will tell you this before my maker. It has been so. So I guess resounding success.
Wow, yeah. Also, is God the aliens maker too? Or do they have a different gods?
This isn't God. These are like the masters of the universe.
Yeah, the masters of the universe. But he said like before my maker. So like...
Oh, somebody made him, but it's not God.
It's
like
so
God.
They have different gods.
Yeah. They're all like extraterrestrial beings, like celestial creatures.
Oh, right. And like, it's so strange that they have a maker though.
Well, the gods exist together, like the way like Jesus,
Jesus
Buddha,
was actually
Muhammad.
alien
These
power.
are all like enlightened prophets.
Okay.
Right? So it's like they don't believe Jesus is the son of God.
No. He's got powers from the aliens, but the aliens refer to a maker.
Well, he was an alien as well. He was an alien brought to Earth.
He was an alien brought to Earth with alien powers. And then the other alien who's like the master of the universe.
His powers aren't like alien powers. They're meditating powers. So anyone can achieve that by achieving nirvana.
He's human powers, but he's an alien.
Yes.
And then again, the alien must have his own kind of god or like is a robot or something because they're referring to a maker. Yeah. That's where I'm confused because I'm like, oh, I thought we were in a universe where there isn't a maker.
Master sounds like he's like the top level one.
Yeah. And then there's somebody who made him.
But I don't know who that is.
So there's either a deity or something else.
There's something.
Yeah. I thought we were deity free in this version of the world, but I think we got a little bit of everything.
Not us going to the deity free store on the like off-world airport when we go to Venus.
No deity, please. I'm from a different universe with different beliefs. I don't have to pay the deity tax.
Okay, so all of this energy that was raised by these beautiful people in Operation Sunbeam was sent into the earth. But we need to be able to have that energy ready and stored in times of like great calamity because it's going to require so much energy. But there's not enough of them.
I think we need
around the
a
Earth.
lot of that energy right now.
Well, you need to put it in a battery is what you do. You have to store it in a battery so that it's available and you can like have like shelves of them for when something is happening. So the battery, it is a cardboard box. I will say.
Is it a special cardboard box or do one of my boxes from Amazon
I guess it depends on what you mean by special. It's not unique.
One of my Amazon boxes that...
No, I think you need to get it from them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's proprietary.
All right.
Yeah. And I don't think you can like use USB-C. They're not.
And how many of these batteries are they sending to like the Gaza Strip?
Oh, they're not
Sudan
like sending anybody these. They bring them up to their magic mountains.
Okay.
/ very small hills.
And then they direct the energy.
Yeah. Into the earth.
Okay.
Oh, they're not that
So they're
concerned
on the case right now.
Mm-hmm. But they're not that worried about like humanity. They want to heal the earth.
See, this is my issue. Like
vegans.
I was kind of hoping that you were directing some energy to, again, like the Gaza Strip and Sudan and the Congo. And like,
But see, I wouldn't hope that. I would hope that they would get off their fucking asses, get a
actually
fucking
do
job,
something.
and
Yeah.
donate some money. That's the problem.
Get a job. Stay away from her.
Okay. Look at these little girls.
In their little red robes.
Oh my God, I'm so tan. I went outside. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, mommy?
I'm so pink. I look like I'm sunburned, but it's just the color that shadows cast on me because I'm very pink as a person.
I'm very pink as a person.
I'm very pink as a person.
Okay. So do we want to watch them store some of their energy in a battery with their
Yeah,
special chant?
I still want to learn. I'm confused.
Okay, so they have a very specific chant. I don't know how much of this is going to make it into the episode because I could get like copywritten. But copywritten? That's not it. I could get flagged
striked.
as
flagged for
violating copyright
I could be content
law.
ID'd.
Yeah. And if that's the case, you'll have to go watch the version on our Patreon where it's the Wild West. They haven't checked.
Where they don't
about anything
care
at
because
all.
you paid us money.
Listen, it's not violating copyright if I charge for it. Just hold it.
Here in the heart of Hollywood, California is the Aetherius Society.
All the
The
weird
Aetherius
shit happens
Society
where I
believes
live.
I know.
all these things and more. Founded by Englishman Sir George King in the 1950s, the Aetherius Society is a gathering of people, a church if you will, from all walks of life.
I will.
From teachers to doctors, from housewives to Ph.Ds.
I honestly love this like 2002
Meet Ray
aesthetic.
Nelson
I
and
know.
Alan Mosley, Aetherius
I want
Society
it.
priests for over 25 years.
Can you tell us a little about how the battery works?
I'm glad that you've asked about the battery. What kind of a battery are we talking about? Well, the principle of any battery is to store energy. Now, prayer energy, because it operates on a higher frequency, it's a higher vibrational, it's still an energy. It's still something which we call spiritual power. And its basic operation is to put prayer energy into a battery, a physical container, which can be released at a later time, which can help in many different types of situations. Here we have prayer, a beautiful power, a fantastic light that can leave people's hearts stored in the battery.
Okay,
and then
so they're basically doing it
because
the
it's
way
stored more and more and more.
if you go to
It may
like
take
a
3 or
Southern
4
Baptist
months,
church,
people.
like
Yeah.
they'll like heal you by speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Like except instead of a hand on a forehead, it's the hand on the box.
Yeah.
They've got another hand up for prayer.
To channel the energy down through them into the box.
Yeah. Oh my God, this stuff about the prayer having a frequency and energy and stuff.
When
is,
some
like,
bitch comes up to me and says vibrational, out the door. I'm done with you. Breaking up. I could be with someone for 5 years, and if they talk about the vibrational energy of anything, we're done.
We're
If it's
done.
not like a fucking gong
yeah.
or something.
The way people think that their own thoughts have energy, like, drives me insane. Like, I was
Well, your thoughts are energy, like synapsing in your fucking brain, but then it's gone.
You have to use energy to have a thought.
Yeah.
But, like, the way, like, I've like, literally had a conversation with a girl who was like, I know that our spirits live on after us.
No, you don't.
Because energy cannot be created in the universe. Like, actually cannot be taken away in the universe.
But it turns into
Therefore,
something
you turn
else,
into a
you rat.
ghost. But she's like, but I was like, how do you know that a spirit is, like, you're just assuming that a spirit is an actual thing that exists.
Well, no, like, people say this about, like, there's so much, like, energy in our bodies, and that has to go somewhere after we die. But it's like, you stop making that energy after you die, though.
We fill up with gas and expend it. Yeah. And little creatures eat us.
Yeah,
and
you
they
break
get
down,
the energy.
they take the energy, they die, that, like...
You eat meat, you should understand how this works, girl. Yeah. Like, this is it. Like, and I was like...
Like, you never been eaten by a worm before, dumbass?
Like... Again, just being like, we have a spirit right now, so I know it has to go somewhere afterwards. And I was like, no, obviously we don't. We don't even understand what consciousness is.
No, baby girl, for all we know, you have a spirit, but it goes away like poop from a butt.
Yeah.
Just down the toilet.
A fly eats it.
Yeah. And that's it. Now you're a fly. How's that?
You're a fly in some soil.
You're a sun-bleached fly in my windowsill.
It's the great circle of life. It's the delicate balance that James Earl Jones taught me about.
You start as a person, then you're poop from a butt, then you're a dead sun-bleached fly in a windowsill.
Yeah. The frogs eat the flies, and when the frogs die, the flies eat the frogs.
And then the French eat the frogs.
The great circle of life.
Yeah.
We're all destined to be some Frenchman's poo-poo.
And I think that's beautiful. We should have like Circle of Life merch tees where it's like a caricature of a French person
fly
with a little
to
beret
frog,
and a
to
stripe.
Frenchman, to poop, to fly.
To Frenchman. He has like a little brown
like arrows in the circle.
Like going like in different directions.
The great net of life.
According to the Aetherius Society, Operation Prayer Power was designed to allow anyone who wants to help the world to greatly potentize the effects of their prayers. Since its inception, the release of this energy has resulted in beneficial and even miraculous outcomes to critical situations. And these have been documented in our literature.
On other planets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think they also claim, like, oh, you don't even know how bad 9/11 would have been if it weren't for us. Right. There was 6 more towers that were going to be targeted. You don't know what they had planned for 9/12, 9/13, and 9/15. We took a day off.
It was actually,
to let them think it was over.
It was 9/11 times 2, which is 1822.
Yeah. And you know what happened in 1822? Something probably.
Yeah. Something's always happening.
1822.
I feel like something did happen in 1822.
Is that when Canada burnt down the White House?
I was just thinking that. I was like, was that it?
No, that's 1812.
Oh, I was like, did we just stumble on something?
Connection?
Oh my God.
I think so.
I believe in Pizzagate now.
Not Prayergate.
Prayergate! No. The gate suffix has been beaten to the ground. We have to stop using it.
In Operation Prayer Power, participants form a mantra team who chant sacred mantra to invoke spiritual energy. This is then directed by a prayer team. They're the ones in the red robes. Mm-hmm. Very spooky stuff, by the way. The way that these are like dollar store fucking red robes.
It's just like it's literally just like church choir robes.
It's crazy. Look at this.
Like I've had to wear those on Easter before.
Nerd in the back.
Yeah, he's too tall to be wearing that.
Look at this guy. Look at this papa. Look at this father. Look at this daddy. Look at this grandpa. Look at this.
Too tall.
Look at this grand-père. So those are the people directing the energy into the battery, and they use dynamic prayer. Nobody knows what that is, but there's this specific chant that they do.
That means like you're moving while you're praying. Maybe you're doing a little tai chi.
Oh, yeah, probably yoga.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that this started with yoga. I mean, I would 100% use this as white noise.
Oh, mani padme om.
Mani padme om.
And I was listening to this, and while I was writing this, I left this on. I'm like, Om Mani Padme Om Om. And I'm like laughing at it, but I know if like Lana Del Rey dropped this, I'd be listening to it. If Ethel Cain was humming this, sorry, I know they're fighting. If Ethel Cain was humming this in the background of like Ptolemea or whatever.
We're dirty centrists.
Oh, I would never pick a side between two women. What am I, a misogynist? Absolutely not. I think all women are sacred. So yeah, they're just hanging out, making their little prayers, singing little songs. What's going to be wrong?
There's worse things they could do.
There's
a lot better things they could do. But
what's going to be wrong with that? But I guess we already talked about it. But we'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and we'll actually talk about it. Ad for yoga. Pants? Okay, so as is the case with much of pseudoscience, the harm isn't necessarily in the practice itself, but what happens when engaging in something that doesn't work replaces engaging in something that does. Like with homeopathy, the harm isn't due to the magic memory sugar water pills. It's the fact that sometimes people are taking that in lieu of chemotherapy.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Looking at you.
Little Miss Dead.
Little Miss Dead.
Little Miss Rotten Apple.
Thanks to you, we have Tim Apple.
Great, thanks for that. And then he gave money to Donald Turnip or whatever libs are calling him today. Likewise, the harms in the Aetherius Society cult are in part also due to the nature of placating someone into believing something that isn't true, namely that they are doing all they can to do good in the world. Like, I think it's fair to say that this group is made up of individuals who want to help make the world a better place. Like, I think that's like...
Totally, yeah.
Like, maybe they just want to join a cute little cult, but some of them have to at least be genuine about what they want to do.
Otherwise, they'd choose a different cult.
Yeah.
Like, if they just want to join a
cult... There
cult...
are much more fun cults.
Yeah.
Like sex, drugs... And they could do all this by volunteering at food banks, shelters, picking up litter, working at suicide crisis lines, Habitat for Humanity... protesting, forming tenant unions, but they're too busy fucking chanting at a battery. Not even at a battery. It's not a battery.
At a cardboard box.
Yeah, it is not a battery. And then they bring it, like, this, their big thing that they do every year is, like, bring it up to a mountain and, like, pretend, like, imagine the energy leaving the battery and going into it. And, like, all of that energy in, like, there is energy being spent, but it is like
calories.
Their time and like
literally just calories.
And it's just, that's not to say that none of them are volunteering or like, but if you go to their website, when they talk about the good works they do, it's only these missions. It's never like, we went to an orphanage and told the orphans that like, it's not their fault their parents didn't love them or whatever. Yeah. Like something like useful and helpful.
It's just we prayed at a box.
Yeah.
That not even no more orphans, it sounds like. That just like The Rock is good.
Yeah.
Like not Dwayne, but like the rock that we live on.
Yeah. The one that has the Jewel of Attainment in it. Mm-hmm. I never believe that anything to do with pseudoscience is harmless because it is teaching someone to not trust science.
Yeah.
And as we all saw during the most recent and continuing pandemic, people need to believe in science or people die.
People die.
Like, it's very, like...
not a very strong leap from not believing science to not believing doctors.
Well, and also if you believe that you have that much power inside of you to perform miracles and to heal the earth, and like, why would you think that like a little virus is going to stop you?
You're like, well, if I get COVID and pass it on to my immunocompromised loved ones, I'll just pray it out of them.
Yeah. I'll just bring a battery home.
Yeah.
So the society believes that it's preparing the way for the next master, a messianic figure who will descend upon Earth in a flying saucer, possessing magic more powerful than all the world's armies. And it's like with religion, if you believe you're just waiting for someone else or someone magic, I guess, to come fix everything,
right.
What's the point in fixing it here on Earth?
Exactly.
It's the same way where it's like, well, the rapture's coming.
Exactly.
Jesus is coming, so... this earth does not matter. What matters is our final form in like our final resting place in heaven or hell or whatever.
It's self-terminating.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's dangerous. I think that's always dangerous.
It makes you not complacent, but like effectively complacent.
Yeah. And like the woo to alt-right pipeline is also like a straight, smooth slide
Wooing
down.
on.
Yeah. And eventually ends in like something fucking anti-Semitic.
Right.
Or at least something based on something anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Like you may not know that you're being anti-Semitic, but you are. Like you're like this fucking
like the international
new world
bankers.
order.
Yeah.
The Aetherius Society maintains that extraterrestrial beings have established contact with major world governments through various means, and a group referred to as the Silence Group has been actively concealing this information from the public.
It's cool that they're called the Silence Groups, you know.
The society claims this suppression aims to keep populations uninformed or deliberately misinformed about the true nature of these beings.
Through silence.
So now, not only is George King the only person who can speak to them, but everyone else in power is lying to you
About the existence of them.
Yeah. And this is what it always comes back to.
He's being silenced. George is being silenced by the Silence Group.
I knew they were bad by their name.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, they're not silent. They're the silencing group is what they should have called it. The society claims this suppression aims to keep populations uninformed or deliberately misinformed and employs fear and ignorance as tools to maintain control over humanity. This immediately creates a mistrust of scientific bodies and, again, people like The Who. The Who?
Yeah. The Who is a band, but the World Health Organization.
Her.
Yeah.
The Her.
The Her.
Who? Her. So if aliens exist, why only speak to George King? Why don't they land and speak to everyone? If you want the whole world to be better, why tell only one specific man and expect him to tell the entire world? Right. Which is how I feel about any time one of these guys is like, I'm a prophet. Mm-hmm. Like Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
When you first started telling this, I was like, are we doing him again?
Honestly,
repeat?
I would not put it past me to forget that I did someone and do full research again with no memory of what I did before. So this, why the aliens don't tell everyone, was explained by Mars Sector 6, of course.
Okay.
Through George King.
Uh-huh.
Science has requested a sign from flying saucers. I ask science to give us their sign. What sign do we require? Their goodwill, their complete open-minded honesty, and their proof that if we reveal to them the secrets of the vibrations of crystals, these secrets will be used for the benefit of all. We cannot reveal our science to the scientists of Terra, that's us.
Oh yeah.
Until
Terra,
they prove
Earth.
to us their godliness. We would only be instrumental in taking Terra back another 70 decades if we gave the secrets of our gravitational control to you now. Would it benefit you? Not so. Would it benefit the ordinary man? It would not. It would be used for belligerent purposes, a belligerence which would be covered by the camouflage of defense. Then science know this. When you give unto us a sign, then we will give unto you a sign, the sign which you now require. This will be accepted as the measure of your goodwill.
Okay, so it's just like benevolently condescending.
Yeah.
Whereas I always assumed that the reason was that aliens always operate by like good farce rules. They're like, well, if we tell anybody else, then the problem would easily solve itself.
Yeah.
And it's funnier if we do it this way.
How
we make it
how are we
needlessly
supposed to have a
complicated.
second and third act?
Yeah. We need the plot.
Yeah. In his book, You Are Responsible, King details his claimed UFO contact from the late 1950s and early 1960s. In it, he describes how he traveled to Venus and Mars, where he reportedly observed advanced civilizations and natural landscapes, where children ate delicious Venus berries and lived in harmony with their planet.
Don't they have like 24/7 acid rain on Venus?
Yeah. So all of this was before we really got to go around.
Okay. Yeah.
So they've actually they've retconned this to be like, oh no, these were astral Venus berries that astral children were eating, and you wouldn't be able to see them because they're all made of gas.
Oh, right.
Like,
so he turned into a gas and went, hey, Moose.
They basically changed all of, because like in the original writings and in the original recordings, he was like, no, I was flying around a spaceship, I was looking out the window, they were
This is why you can't choose a familiar planet. You can't choose a familiar planet.
You gotta name like Maldek or something, like just something
you gotta
out
choose
there.
something made up.
And that's that's where Jesus was from. So Jesus as a kid was like eating Venus
Venus?
berries and stuff.
Does that make him... Jesus is canonically a girl?
I've always said that.
Because women are from Venus and men are from Mars, right? Like that book said?
Yeah. How did Mary even have a boy child? He details his account of participating in interplanetary conflict between Martians and hostile aquatic beings on a distant world called Garouche, which is on the opposite side of the galaxy from Earth.
Garouche sounds delicious.
Despite it not being there because it doesn't exist.
Garouche sounds a little bit like baba ganoush. Like it'd be a really nice dip of some kind.
It's actually really funny. So like Garouche is supposedly on the other side of the sun. And because of its orbit, it's just like always behind the sun.
Oh,
so we can just never see it.
it.
Except for like, we know what the solar system looks like other than just directly from Earth because it's like not 1950 anymore.
Yeah.
We actually know there's not like an extra planet named Garouche. And they were like, it's like the... How many planets are there?
9. 8, because Pluto got demonetized.
Pluto got
demonetized.
Pluto got demonetized is so good. That's a shirt. That's merch. Write that down.
Save Pluto.
So he was like, this is the... like, that's what Mars said. Because Mars was not psychic enough to know that Pluto would get demonetized.
Right. Or Mars is just like one of those weirdos who doesn't accept it.
Yeah.
He's like,
no.
Pluto's still a planet to me.
Mars is a millennial.
Yeah.
Stop destroying my childhood.
You can take my skinny jeans over my cold dead body.
King asserted that humanity originated from another planet called Maldek rather than evolving on Earth. According
Maldek, where everybody's malding
just
all the time.
24/7.
Fucking mad.
According to his
That's where all the tweeters come from.
Oh, absolutely. From now on, anytime somebody's being like annoying in my comments, I'm gonna be like, looks like someone's from planet Maldek. Well, if it isn't a Maldekian.
Cry harder, Maldekian.
According to his teachings, this advanced human civilization destroyed their homeworld through uncontrolled nuclear technology. All
right, George Bush.
That spiraled beyond their ability to manage. King stated that Maldek's destruction resulted in its transformation into the current asteroid belt. These are all things the Aetherius Society that exists today still believes. And to this day, they're still wearing their little red robes and charging their little prayer batteries instead of picking up litter. Now, maybe they do all that too, but they've never mentioned on their website where all their operations are.
Side project.
Yeah. Just like, I'm also, I run the Innocence Project and we've gotten 50 people off of death row, but I don't want to put that on the website.
Nobody's picked up a single piece of litter without telling somebody about it.
Oh my God, I know, right? George King passed away on July 12th, 1997 in Santa Barbara, California at 78 years old.
Was it just of being old or was it from something?
He's 78. He died of death.
Just being old.
Oh, we came down with death and died. The Aetherius Society announced his death to their members and followers, but despite his prominence in the galaxy, no major news publications on Earth covered his passing.
He's being silenced.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the mainstream media.
By the Silence
Corporation. Because of the
Corporation.
lamestream media.
Yeah. That's George King. He's a little cutie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate him.
No, me neither.
I think he's I do. I mean, like, I hate this.
That's fucked up. Oh, it's even scarier
disgusting.
upside down. Like if he's on your ceiling. Like crab walking on your ceiling. With his backwards arms. That's terrifying. Wait, can I see him? No, not that one.
He does have, like...
Put him on the roof here. Like if you were laying in bed and you're not okay. And this is him when he was older. He was actually very distinguished. He looked like a doctor.
Oh,
he looks like a Dr. Sir George King.
And when he was
British,
young, he looked creepy.
So he has like a very, an accent that people believe.
Right.
Where they're like, I believe the shit that you're saying because you sound like Giles.
Right. This is why I can't effectively start a cult because they hear my voice and they're like, you sound stupid.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm not going to follow these two dumb bitches.
They're nice vocal fry. Oh my God.
Yeah, anyways, I'm Kaylin Conrad. You can find me on Blue Sky at Kaylin, and on literally everything else as at Kaylin Conrad. And I have a YouTube channel where I do investigations, video essays. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
My name is Hoots. You can find me on Twitter at Punished Hoots and on Blue Sky as Hoots. And you can also find me on YouTube, where I also do video essays. Usually I try to do something gross or horrible to my body as a jumping off point to discuss a topic that actually matters.
Yeah, and if you want to suggest someone else for us to cover, you can do that on our Patreon. We have a suggestion cemetery, and you'll also get access to the morgue, where after every episode, we have like a little debrief, meta conversation about the episode itself. And for this one, we're going to watch some of his, the Aetherius Society YouTube videos.
I can't wait.
Eat some food and talk some shit.
I can't wait. Here. I'm going to burn this, okay? Bye.
Bye.
It's time to respect the dead. It's time to respect the dead.